Good morning, oh, no sorry, good afternoon even. We've just made camp on day 3. We are at Barranco camp, Barranco wall, dominating it as you can probably see. Just through the mist there. We go up that tomorrow. Looks fairly steep. A little bit perturbed. Today has been a day of misery, I'm not going to lie to you. Started off with a wet tent due to the fact that the tent leaked overnight, so my bedroll was floating. I had a wet arse. What else? Yes, we started off a good kind of 18k day. Started off in the sunshine, good fun. That was all right. Going up Scree, however, was a nightmare on my ankle. It's been singing ever since then. Little bit of lunch at about 4,800 metres, which was all good. And now we are, and then the afternoon came, started raining, pissing it down, sorry, honking it down even, really bucket-sized raindrops. Our exit route from where we were, the lava tower, was a riverbed, which quickly filled up with water and made getting down fairly difficult, which was also good fun for the ankle. So it's been a day of ibuprofen, strapping, and mild to extremely profane swear words. Tomorrow is a very important day. As I said, we get up Barranco wall, that big old thing I showed you a couple of minutes ago. We get into camp for about 2. We have something to eat, we get to bed early, get up at 11 at night to get ready for 12, and that is when we make our attempt at the summit. We are so close, very close. It's been tough, I'm not going to lie, but you know, it's all been worth it. So I'll check in the morning, I'll tell you how things have gone in the morning and any more details for the route. You can probably just see the peak poking through those mountains over there. Oh, sorry, peak poking through those clouds over there. Pretty scary stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. Morning to day 4 on the mountain here in Tanzania. It is 6:05 local time, so 3:05 kind of UK time. It's cold. We're at Barranco wall, which is the last main camp before we hit the summit. We've got a kind of ante-camp later on this afternoon. We get our heads down for about 4 hours, have a bit of scram, and then we walk through the night and hit the summit. So plan for today is that steep rock face we are going to get up by hook or by crook, and then that big peak, that big sod off peak, isn't the peak. That's just a glacier, so we're going to go round that, find the big peak that we're meant to be climbing, and climb that. Yeah. Didn't get much sleep last night, probably about 2.5 hours. Fairly tired. Been awake since midnight. It's fairly cold last night. Some of these pills I'm on for the altitude messing my head a little bit. Had a little bit of hallucinations overnight, which is a bit strange. They affect people in different ways. Some altitude affects people with headaches or nausea or not being able to eat. It's just given me insomnia for some brilliant reason. Ankle's fine today so far. Then again, I've only been on it for about 8 minutes, so it can change very quickly. Loaded up on painkillers, so that should be fun. On that, we're all good. I will check in probably at lunch if it's not howling down with rain like it was yesterday. Yeah, cool. Bye.
Sisi hatulali, lali lali, na sisi hatulali, bado mapambano. Vijana msilale, lale lale, vijana msilale, bado mapambano. Na sisi hatulali, lali lali, na sisi hatulali, bado mapambano.
base camp, Barafu camp, which for those of you who don't speak Swahili means ice camp, which gives an indication of just how cold it is. It's going to get down to probably about -4 in the camp tonight. And then we've heard on the weather that it's going to be about -13 on the peak, with a 20km/h wind, which, going by one guy ex-military's estimations, probably takes it down by a couple or 3 degrees. So you're looking anywhere between -15 and -16 degrees centigrade. It's going to be cold, man. It's going to be really cold. It's been a really tough day. We thought it would be an easy day, and enough, as much rest as possible before the summit attempt. But it's been a backbreaker, an absolute backbreaker. I am absolutely, to use a military phrase, absolutely on my chin straps. I'm absolutely broken. No blisters to report. Back is fine. Ankle's a lot better than it was at lunchtime, so that's a plus. Tomorrow I won't have time to do a report in the morning when we set off, because it will be dark and you won't be able to see me, so I'll take you through what's going to happen overnight. We're going to get up at 11. We're going to fill ourselves with porridge. Can't believe I just said that. And then we are going to set off at midnight with aim of hitting the peak at 7:30 in the morning. It is a 7.5 hour march with no breaks. It's going to be basically putting your head down for 7.5 hours and walking. And if you fall down, then you fall down, and if you get there, you get there. So we'll wait and see. Obviously, I want to get there. Obviously. That's the objective of being here. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, and to all those who have done this before me, they'll realise exactly how much of a tough thing this is. There's no more science behind it anymore. It's just 7.5 hours of mental and physical agony, and then we'll go from there. The next video will either be brilliant sunshine and me with a smile as broad as a Cheshire cat, or in a tent looking fairly dejected. Hopefully the former, maybe the latter, but for now I'm gonna go get myself a cup of tea.